Hello, how to solve this exponential problem? This is t power 4 equals 64. We are solving for the value of t that satisfies this equation. Now, we have 4 here, and because of this 4, we can raise each part of this equation to the power of 4. I have t to the power of t to the power of 4 raised to the power of 4, and this equals 64 raised to the power of 4. Now, consider this. If you have a power m raised to the power of m, this equals a power m raised to the power of n. So what I'm going to do is to consider this t power 4 as n, and the 4 will be my m. So that means the m here, if you consider this part of the identity, this is transformation. The m is now inside the bracket, and the n is outside. So the n will be outside, will come outside here. This n will come outside, while the m will then come inside the bracket. So let's do that. Remember, t is still constant. Half t to the power of 4 raised to the power of t to the power of 4 equals 64 to the power of 4. Now, the essence of applying this identity is for us to have this one situation that the base here will be the same as the exponent here. So now we have achieved that here. Let's also do the same here. The base here is 64 and the exponent here is 4. How can we make the base and the exponent to be the same? Remember, 64 equals 8 power 2. That's 8 times 8. So I can easily replace the 64 here with 8 power 2. So let's do that. That means we are going to have t power 4 raised to the power of t power 4. And this equals 8 power 2, which is the same thing as 64 raised to the power of 4. Now let's consider this identity. If you have a power n raised to the power of m, this equals a power of n times n. So what I'm going to do will be to consider this identity and apply it here. That means we are going to multiply this exponent. So once we do that, I will simply have t power 4 raised to the power of t power 4, and this equals a power 2 times 4. That is 8. So right now, this and this are the same. This and this are the same. So if that is the case, what do we do? I can consider this identity. A power a equals b power b. That means a equals b. So I can decide to equate this. That means I'm going to have t power 4 equals 8. If t power 4 equals 8, what this simply means is that we can solve for t. Can decide to isolate this t by multiplying this exponent by 1 over 4. So remember the identity a power n raised to the power of m equals a power n times n. If you multiply 4 times 1 over 4, that will give you t power 4 over 4. And this equals a power 1 over 4. So remember, 4 over 4 is 1. This is 1. Half t equals a power 1 over 4. This remains our answer, but you can transform this answer in so many ways. Remember, 8 equals 2 times 2 times 2. That is 2 to the power of 3. So that means I can have 2 power 3 raised to the power of 1 over 4. And this will give us 2 power 3 times 1. That is 3 over 4. We have t equals 2 power 3 over 4. Now that is not all. I can also transform it using this identity. If you have a power n over n, this equals the m root of a power n. So applying the identity right here, we have the 4th root of 2 to the power of 3. And don't forget the fact that 2 to the power of 3 is 8. it will be the fourth root of 8. So we have t equals the fourth root of 8. Alright, so that becomes our answer. The next thing you can do is to check for this value of t. If we need to satisfy the equation, we have t equals 2 power 3 over 4 or the fourth root of 8. So let's do that. Let's consider this. I have t power 4 equals 64. I consider 2 power 3 over 4. So that means I'm going to have 2 power 3 over 4 raised to the power of 2 power 3 over 4 raised to the power of 4 equals 64. From here on, if you have a power n raised to the power of n equals a power n times n. So I'm going to multiply this out. So what I will simply have is 2 power 3 over 4 raised to the power of 2 power 4 times 3, that is 12 over 4. And this equals 64. And from here, I have 2 over 4. 2 over 4 is 3. I have 2 power 3 over 4 raised to the power of 2 power 3 over 4. Or raised to the power of 2 over 3, that is 2 power 3 because this is 3. And this equals 64. And 2 power 3 is what? 8. So we are going to have 2 power 3 over 4 raised to the power of 8 equals 64. So applying the same identity of a power n raised to the power of n equals a power n times n. Applying this identity, multiply this. 8 times 3, 24. 24 divided by 4, that is 6. You have 2 power 24 divided by 4 equals 64. You just multiply 8 times 3. From here, I have 24 over 4. You have 2 power 6 equals 64. And what is the value of 2 power 6? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 by 64. This is 4, 8. This is 16, 32, 64. We have 64 equals 64. Left hand side equals right hand side. So that satisfies the equation, and that shows that the answer is obviously very correct. So that is it, guys. Thank you and see you again.